1 count murder of a law enforcement officer as a principal, 7 counts of attempted murder, 1 count battery by strangulation, 2 counts battery, touch, or strike, and 1 count battery on a law enforcement officer.
So that was the first court appearance of a Florida woman by the name of Julianne Sulpizio. And all those charges against her, they go back to last Friday night. And it is a crazy, fucked up, and sad story that we gotta talk about. Because according to the Lake County Sheriff's Office, it all started when they received a call that a woman, Julie, was assaulting her neighbors. Where they're also reportedly accusing them of being sinners and telling them, "I know what you did." And with that, when an officer arrived, Master Deputy Sheriff Bradley Michael Link, she accused the neighbors of being pedophiles. With the neighbors telling the officer that Julie had tried to get them to walk to her house, and later, speaking to reporters, you had one of the neighbors saying this.
My fiance was right behind me, and she was trying to help me get the dogs under control with the lady out of my yard. The lady then turned around and struck her right in the face.
What was she saying?
She was Helen's God's wife, and that she is here to cleanse the filth with their bullets.
So Link put her in handcuffs, and then he was joined by another deputy to conduct a welfare check at Julie's nearby home. When they got there, they found 2 dead dogs in the front yard and a window screen that had been kicked out. And then inside, they saw 3 people running, making them think that a burglary or a home invasion was maybe in progress. And so eventually, they enter the home through the laundry room, and they come face to face with a man wearing body armor on a couch with a rifle. With that man believed to have been Michael Sulpizio, Julie's husband, he fires several rounds. Link was shot and trapped inside. Another deputy, Harold Howell, was hit in the wrist, but he managed to get out. But then he and other officers trying to negotiate for Link's release, and while they did, a woman in the home was racking her gun and yelling, "My king will kill all of you." Then at around 9:30 p.m., a tactical unit tried again. They entered through the laundry room and they were met with a volley of gunfire. And there, another deputy, Stefano Gargano, he was shot. And then finally, just after 11 p.m., officers entered again, but they weren't met with bullets. Instead, they found the bodies of the husband and Julianne's adult daughters, Savannah and Cheyenne, with them all believed to have taken their own lives. But also, thankfully, the deputies, Gargano and Howell, they survived. However, Link got airlifted to a hospital and pronounced dead. But also, with all this, details have now come out about Julie and the rest of the Sulpizios, and it's raising more questions. Right, it's now clear that Julie was trying to lure her neighbors into the home so her husband could kill them. In fact, she actually reportedly admitted that in an interview with investigators, as well as telling them that she could visualize souls and that it was her job to bring her husband dark souls. The detective who interviewed her also telling reporters she was joyful when she learned what happened, saying, quote, "There was no remorse, none at all." And then we've also since learned that the Sulpizios intentionally estranged themselves from their families and the rest of society by pulling their daughters from public school and homeschooling them to shield them from external influences. Also, a search of the family's home reportedly revealed more than 20 high-caliber rifles, shotguns, and pistols that had been staged around the living room. And on top of that, authorities also found a stockpile of ammunition, body armor, gas masks, ready-to-eat meals, ghillie suits, and anti-government propaganda and media promoting conspiracy theories. But with that, it hasn't been said whether the propaganda and conspiracy theory stuff played a role in what happened here specifically.